Hello everyone and welcome to these online courses. My name is Mohammed Busta from Ibn Khatib High School and my presentation will be about Unit 8 in Ticket 1. It will concern first year students writing section. So let's get started. The first thing to start with is a review exercise of, as you see on the screen, of regular and irregular verbs. And we have a set of verbs that you should, it is indicated in the instruction, to put in the simple past and past participle. So you have write, invent, move, leave, win, buy, live, travel, teach, play, make, discover, start, return, work, found, lead, and study. Take 5 minutes to do the exercise, and I'll be back for correction. I guess you found the answers. So let's do the correction. Write, wrote, written, invent, invented, invented, move, moved, moved, leave, left, left, win, won, won, die, died, died, live, lived, lived, travel, traveled, traveled, teach, taught, taught, play, played, played, make, made, made, discover, discovered, discovered, start, started, started, return, 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 work, worked, worked, found, founded, founded, lead, led, led, and finally study, studied, studied. So before we start our writing lesson, I'd like to ask you two important questions. The first one is, what is a biography? I'll give you two options. The first is a biography, or simply a bio is a detailed description of a person's life. The second is informally called an autobiography, is a self-written account of the life of oneself. Choose the right answer. Yes, the first answer is the correct one. Biography, or simply a bio, is a detailed description of a person's life. And as you see, you can see a difference between biography and autobiography. The first is you write about another person's life, and the second you write about yourself. The second question is, what is the purpose of a biography? That is to say, why do people write biographies? What is the reason behind writing biographies? Is it to express our feelings towards a famous person, or to inform and inspire the reader of an exceptional person's life? You've guessed the answer. The answer is the second one, to inform and inspire the reader of an exceptional person's life. So now let's move to the next task, and the first task in our writing lesson, it is a biography. As you see, it's not in the shape of a paragraph. It is a group of scrambled sentences, and your job, as you see in the instruction, is to put these scrambled biography of a famous Moroccan scholar in the right order. And don't forget to underline the indicators which helped you to do so. I'll help you, and I'll give you the first. It is B. Muhammad Abu Talib, born in 1930, died in 2000, was a great scholar. So take 3 minutes to do the job, and I'll be back for correction. So let's move to the correction of the exercise. What is the second sentence? It's A. That's right. But why did you decide number 2 is the second one? That's true. Before. The indicator is before. What about the third? F. It's correct. And the indicator is there from 1959 to 1964. The fourth is C. That's correct. The indicator is a few years later. The fifth, D. Back in Morocco. Number 6 is H. With between 1964 and 1968. The 7th sentence is I. The indicator is from 1970 to 1976. The 8th is J. He is considered the spiritual father. And the 9th is E. When he died. And the last sentence is J. We will always remember him for his love and passion for teaching. Okay, this is the final product in a form of a paragraph. And before proceeding to the next step, I'd like to seize the opportunity so as to refresh your mind about something very important in writing. Let me ask you, how should a paragraph be structured? This figure may help you. As you can see in this figure, there are 4 colors. Red color, green color, black color, and finally the blue color. What do they stand for in a paragraph? The red color stands for, yes, that's true, topic sentence. The green color is the linking words or the connectors you use when you are writing a paragraph. The black color is the different supporting details that develop the topic sentence. And finally, the blue color is the concluding sentence by which you close your paragraph. Let's apply these elements on the biography we have seen before, the biography of Abu Talib. This is our paragraph. So your job now is to find or to underline the topic sentence, the linking words, supporting details, and of course the concluding sentence. Don't forget to use colors. The red color for the topic sentence, the green color for the linking words, and the black color for the supporting details. Finally, the concluding sentence with the blue color. Take 3 minutes and I'll be back for correction. Okay, now let's move to correction. Pay attention to colors because they are very important in this stage. As you can see, we have the 4 colors we've spoken before. The red color represents the topic sentence or the opening of your paragraph. The green color is for the linking words. By the way, the linking words you have in this paragraph, because it is a biography, they are narrative linking words or connectors. There is before from 1959-1964. A few years later, between 1964 and 1968, and the last is when. The black color represents the supporting details in which we try to develop the idea in the topic sentence. And finally, the blue color, the last sentence, is the concluding sentence by which you close your paragraph. I hope you understood the different components or elements of a paragraph, and in this case, of the biography. So now let's move to practice. It's your turn to practice a bit. I have 2 exercises, a very simple exercise and a more challenging exercise. Let's begin with the first easy exercise. As you see in front of you, you have a timeline about the life of a writer. You have a paragraph, a biography of G. Brown, which is incomplete with blanks. And the instruction is to look at the timeline of this writer and complete the paragraph on the right, this paragraph, with verbs, the verbs in the boxes, and the expressions of time you see on the right at the top in the lines. Let's have 3 or 4 minutes, then we move to correction. So now let's move to the correction. your paragraph should look like this. G. Brown was born in 1954 and he wrote his first book at 6. He started teaching in 1979 and 3 years after that he wrote his first full-length book while teaching. He didn't give up teaching until 1989 and since then he has been writing full-time. 6 years later, 6 years after giving up teaching, he moved to the UK. He stayed 5 years between 1995 and 2000. His greatest achievement was when he won a prize in 2002. Now, we're going to move to a more difficult task, a free task. As you see, your job is to write your own biography, a very short biography about a person you think had an impact on people's life. You may think about a football player, an actor, a singer, a member in your family, or anyone you see has an impact on you and others and is worth knowing. But don't forget, there are things that you shouldn't forget while you're writing. Okay, the things you should remember and which are actually the elements of the biography and the paragraph in general are an opening or a topic sentence in which you give the reader the background information of the person you're talking about and why this person is worth knowing. Another very important thing not to forget is the body of your paragraph, which will be a selected series of events that made this person's life remarkable. But don't forget to put all these events in a chronological order. These things may be included in this part. You may speak about his earlier life, education, career, his greatest achievements and accomplishments. The last thing not to forget, by which you should close every paragraph and your biography in this case, is a closing sentence or a concluding sentence. And this is the moment when you have to focus on the most appealing aspect of your person to inspire the reader. I hope you can do the job and good luck. So as you see, in today's lessons we have seen too many important things in writing a biography or a paragraph in general. We have been seen, or we have made a clear-cut line between a biography and an autobiography, and we explain the differences between them. We have also talked about the cohesive devices or the linking words that should be used in this type of writing. More importantly, we have spoken about the components, the different elements that should be included when writing a biography. I hope you enjoyed my lesson. See you next time.